6 games remaining on the season, 2 at home. What's the message that's being preached to the guys?
As far as we're concerned, as long as it's mathematically possible to make the playoffs, then it's business as usual. Obviously, we need to start winning some games and put together back-to-back performances. Well, we feel we've put together performances, we just haven't gotten the results that we need. So that's the main focus for us.
This will be the first time that you meet Charlotte this season. They've been on an 8-game unbeaten streak, but for whatever reason have struggled on the road. What do you know about them?
Yeah, they've got some experienced pros. Their coach is well known and very experienced himself, Mike Jeffries. I think he'll have his team well drilled. In terms of their player personnel, they've got some experienced players that have been in the MLS levels and then have dropped down as well as USL level. Mechak Jerome at the back he looks to show a good range of passing. You've got Alvarez, who used to play for Chivas, who plays on the wing, is a sort of playmaker that's playing on the wing but likes to come inside. A couple of solid players in central midfield. Patrick Slojic's a left back he's really 6'4" and a center back by trade, but they've been playing him at left back, so he looks to be a threat off set pieces as well. So I think in all areas we just have to be aware of them, but more of our focus should be on ourselves.
The team has struggled to find offense as of late. It's not going to get any easier against Charlotte. They have a very stingy back line. What do you guys need to do to ensure that you can break past them?
Well, the good thing is that over the last several games we've been creating chances, some good chances. You know, strikers can go through periods where they're not finding the back of the net, and I think once one of those chances can go in, they'll start to relax a little bit. But it's not a secret that we need to start scoring more goals if we want to win football games. So it's definitely something that we'll be concentrating on over the next few days and all week, in addition to training today.
Luca Uccello has been called into the U20 team. What has he done this season to perhaps stand out and deserve that?
I think at the beginning of the season he found a consistent form where he was performing game in and game out, as well as training. I think his training habits are quite good for a young man. In addition, you know, like all young players, when they're into their first professional season, they go through ups and downs, and he sort of hit a sort of rough patch in and around May, June. I think he's coming out the other side of that now, which is not uncommon. His last performance was a pretty assured performance from a 17-year-old kid, so bodes well for the future.
The team took a lot of shots last game, coming off, working off the lot of shots they took off against Richmond. Do you expect them to do the same thing again against Charlotte?
Yes, I think so. You know, and I think we're taking a little bit too many touches in and around the box where maybe we're looking for that perfect goal, but I've been trying to preach to the players that if they get, you know, half a yard or can create half a yard to take a shot, you never know what can happen. To be fair to New York, the last time we played them on the weekend, they came up with a few sort of blocks, last-ditch tackles and blocks where shots were sort of headed towards the target. So it's a little bit unfortunate from that side, but I think we need to be more proactive and take less touches around the box and just try to get the shot off.
And as mentioned, Charlotte has a really stingy defense. Do you expect to maybe change the lineup a little bit or maybe change tactics?
I don't think so. Their back four has been fairly settled over the last couple of games that I've seen against Montreal as well as against New York in the previous game. So in terms of Slogic, Mechak, and Bilal Duckett, between those three, they've featured in the last couple of games. So I wouldn't have thought that would change at all. Maybe the right back position might change a little bit, but all in all, pretty settled back line.
And Godinho and Boyaki also made the call under 20. Are you impressed with them so far? They haven't played that much for TFC2, but have you been impressed with their games?
I think their training habits are fantastic. You know, they've obviously Wes Sharpie has played the majority of the minutes at right back and has been quite consistent for the majority of the season. Both of them have come in and given spot minutes, Gabby more so than Godinho. But they've also made progress as well. So it's a credit to them that they've continued to keep themselves fit. I know Gabby has a knock at the moment. Hopefully he can get over that and feature in the camp next week for them.
Is it a really good experience for them to be playing with the Canadian national team?
It's fantastic. It's something that we preach and would like to reward to get our players as much recognition as possible. So straight through the academy into the USL team as well as the first team. It's something that is an honor to represent your country. So, and you must be doing something right if you're getting recognized.
And expecting a lot of fans to come on Sunday. Really busy day with the League One game and then your game, obviously.
Yeah, 2 big games. Come out and support the club. You know, the first team is playing on a Saturday. Hopefully, get a good win there. and then Sunday come out and enjoy an afternoon.